Hi there. My name is Ohako. A while ago, I got a little obsessed about the farm and village editing features of Harvest Moon: A New Beginning. So after way too much time collecting bamboo, bricks, and adamantite, script, I have finally completed my first final village design. Rather than keep my obsession to myself like in the old days, I've decided to share. I hope you like it. Also, this video is way late because I'm a total slacker, and Harvest Moon: A New Beginning does not have video or town sharing features like some other games I could mention. Anyway, you may notice that the game's music has been replaced with a CC licensed version of Antonio Vivaldi's La Pastorella by the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. Hopefully, this will avoid attracting a copyright takedown notice. Attribution for the music is shown below. Anyway, welcome to Ohako Town. This town is designed along a number of principles. The first principle is very simple: flow. Decorative objects should flow one to the other. Road segments and fences should link up. Elements shouldn't be isolated from one another. Now, aside from roads, the main elements that allow for flow are the various tile sets. Park design set, farm decoration set, and so on. Each one usually allows normal elements that would be isolated, like streetlights and bushes, to be placed much closer together. Thus, flow. The second principle flows from the first, theme. Because the objects that embody flow principle best are the various theme sets, I have decided to dedicate each district of Ohako Town to a specific theme. Here we are walking on the lower section of Ohako Town Central, and the theme is park, because as you'll notice, on one whole side of the street is given over to park design sets. Please also note that when park design sets cannot themselves fit into the additional allotted space, or around a corner, such as right here, I have caused similar design decorative objects to flow between them. Each district will have at least one set object of the theme in question. The third principle of Ohako Town design is camera. Harvest Moon's camera is mostly fixed in space. It can pan and zoom, but it never changes its position relative to my little farmer. In practice, this means that there are no houses with north-facing doors. Here in the Park District, one whole side of the street is taken by park design sets rather than houses. This may make the street a little lopsided, but the camera hides the asymmetry. The last main principle of Ohako Town is Dunhill. I've tried to keep the town in line with Dunhill's town restoration requests. Here in the Tree District, that's right here, yes, we have streetlights and benches in accordance with his request and in accordance with the design of the tree theme. In the Park District below, Dunhill's bushes are replaced by single-ball topiary, while here in Tree, there are trees instead. The freestanding trees here are ginkgo trees because I had a lot of ginkgo branches left over after gathering materials for the Eastern District, as you shall see. You'll notice that the road portion of the tree decoration set doesn't link up with the nearby dirt road. This is kind of a bummer. The fences line up well, so why shouldn't the roads? Here in the... let's see. I have to go to the next spot. I have a script. Here in the Farm District, I figured decorating Neil's Market with mostly cow statues would feel appropriate, although I'm less sure if Olivia likes it. Speaking of Olivia, would you mind if I replaced your outdoor tables with something classier? The plain wood is gross and I hate it. Oh, your dear mother bequeathed these tables to you when she passed? Whoops. Anyway, so this is the Farm District. Farm, statues, pastoral music. Very nice. Oh, I still have time. Very good. Look, a gate. Welcome to Ohako West. Oh, welcome. Yeah, there we go. Welcome to Ohako West. Here's the Garden District. The section has Dunhill's requested table, right here, but it is covered by an on-theme gazebo. And over here is a single garden decoration set with its oddly transparent bushes. Oh, one thing I did try to do with Ohako Town was to restrict the growth of trees where I would be walking. That meant decorating everything so that there weren't any 3x3 plots for trees to grow. However, there are some 3x3 plots, such as behind this set, where the trees naturally don't grow. I don't know why some plots sprout trees and others do not. If you're familiar with this area's layout, let's just look around. Look, a little bench, some water, some doctor's offices, so on and so forth. If you're familiar with this area's layout, you know that there's a section right in the middle, connected to the southwestern area, that's too skinny to have any houses put on it. For a long time, I thought of building roads through there, but I didn't see the point. There's already a perfectly good method for getting from the southeast sector to the southwest sector, and then I thought, isn't that the point? What's wrong with going the long way around, as long as it's a pleasant walk? And so the idea for the Tetsugaku no Michi was born. This pathway is inspired by the real Tetsugaku no Michi in Kyoto, Japan, meaning path of philosophy. It's a beautiful walkway lined with cherry trees by the side of a canal. The real path connects together a number of Kyoto's temples and shrines. My pathway's terminus is Michelle's backyard, so I suppose you could call it Aibiki no Michi. Boop. Hi, Michelle. Let's talk about Michelle for a minute. I'm fine with Dunhill asking for most things, but at some point, I wish he'd say, if we're going to attract families to town, we're going to need a schoolhouse, or Hannah and I are getting on in years. I hate to say it, but sooner or later we should build a chapel. What does he say instead? You know what would go great with Clement's cooking? A magic show. It's the secret to the Michelin star right there, folks. Anyway, here in the Eastern District are the last few decorations that complete the Land of the East discount set, including the pine decoration right over here. And here's what I hate. Here's what I mean about flow. This thing here is really called a karumatsu, this guy right here, and they're usually used as decorations in pairs around doors and gateways during the Japanese New Year celebration. Unfortunately, because the pine decoration, this thing, is a one-tile object that takes up 3x3 of space, when you put two of these in front of Soseki's or Hana's door, they don't flow well at all. I'm going to pretend that it's a portable shrine called a mikoshi, and that every summer the villagers dress up and parade the thing around all the paths I've built in my crazy headcanon festival. Anyway, I scored a lot of points. Ta-da! Okay, only one section left to go. It's almost nighttime. My goodness. Let's keep going. Can I... There we go. Yes, look at that. Getting to dinner time. Okay, only one section left to go. The north area of Ohako Town West, called the Classy District. This area is so big that I was able to use a bunch of 12 by 10 classy pathway sets in addition to the usual decoration sets. As such, the pathways are a little more broken up looking than normal, as you'll see. Our first stop is the large fountain. That's over here. Then Olivia's house. Hi, Olivia. What a nice house you have. Then Amir's palace, right over here. I was glad that his house doesn't come with an attached fence or garden because it encouraged me to build my own. I based this on the traditional statues and lawns of the French formal garden, and I say it turned out pretty well. Stone paving is very versatile. Now, it turns out that this entire section isn't exactly decked out in classy decorations, for there's still the matter of the old theme. Hang on, can I get to... Yeah, it's always annoying. Yeah, there we go. Alright, old theme, yes. There's also the matter of the Witch Princess, whose house is the only one I haven't shown you yet. Let's see. Here's her house. Whoops. Here's her house. Here's her house, with what looks like an old pathway set leading right to her front door, or front gate, I suppose. It's not actually an old pathway set because the dirt roads link up and the totem poles are actually large totem poles. See right there? Large poles. Oh, the music's not over. Oh, is it? Oh, it is. Uh-oh. Well, we'll turn that off. Okay. What's really special about the old area is right next door. Right next door. Here's what I call the Dark Altar. Sure, Dunhill calls this thing a watchtower, but what does he know? Witness as I sacrifice this poor snowball to the sun god. Sun god, snowball, haha! Ugh. Yeah, good. To the sun god of the temple or something or other. It looks spooky, doesn't it? Anyway. I figured Witch Princess would have a good time hanging around here, although I wonder what the neighbors think of it. The whole of the Dark Altar, plus those large totem poles to the east, complete the Ancient Ruins discount set. The final BP tally of Ohako Town West. Ooh, I forgot to mention, the Ohako Town Central was Ohako Town Central is 6,119, and West is 9,965. I have about 25 points to spare. I could put in one more fence object if I really felt like it. What are you doing? You can't get out of there, can you? Anyway, we're at the end of my little tour. I hope you'd enjoyed it. I have below a link to the final map I used for making Ohako Town, and also my farmland, which is similarly planned out. Thanks again to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston for the use of the soundtrack. Thanks to Jada for trading me some bamboo and a brick or two. And thanks to Marvelous AQL for making such a fun video game. I'm looking forward to seeing what the town building looks like in Story of Seasons and possibly checking out Happy Home Designer. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.